we in this for the fighters to win. We want the fighters to make a ton of money. So the ultimate goal is to teach him how to get, make money and save money. That's what we want to do for our fighters. He's only 17 years old, so by the time he's 18, he should be a millionaire.
Floyd Mayweather delivers a startling revelation about the possible Mayweather's near unprecedented success and profound influence in popular culture made his current level of influence inevitable. Davis versus Carl Moten fight. It also implies that imitations of him are continuously being attempted by people everywhere. Devin Haney and Mayweather are moving almost exactly in the same tank because of how much coup Haney has taken. Though often referred to as Mayweather's protege, Davis is a fighter cut from a different cloth. This analogy is mostly the result of Mayweather's prior promotion of Davis, which created a perception of intimacy between the two. One of the most gifted young fighters in the world.
I think that is probably one of, the biggest goals, I would say, outside looking in for boxers, is to work with world champions, and you get to work with one of the greatest of all time. So how has that experience for you been, and what is the biggest piece of advice that Floyd has given you for inside the ring and outside the ring?
Yeah, the experience has been great. I've got so much experience from Floyd. I feel like it just puts me ahead of the game compared to the other fighters that are my age, with the same level of experience and stuff. And he just told me to always believe in myself and just whatever I want to do, just completely focus on it and I'll achieve it.
You gotta focus, put your mind to it, and like they say, whatever you put your mind.
Moten is swiftly becoming the most likely heir to Mayweather's legacy. The featherweight claimed, sounding as though he had learnt from the fighter whose discipline complemented the innate talent that made him the best in the world for 10 years, that he was working hard on developing every day and definitely honing his talents. He continued, "I'm working on all I can, because I know that this sport is more than just a sport, it's a lifestyle. I also believe in myself because I see my teammates working hard and dedicating themselves to the sport."
How you feeling, bro? First round knockout.
Yeah, it's great. I like the pros. I'm feeling this. I feel like this for me.
You feel like you're made for it?
Yeah, this is for me.
Well, when are you ready to get back in there?
Hey, talk to the man right there.
Talk to the man right there.
You'll find out.
He had big expectations, but did you expect a first round knockout? Like, this guy got him out of there in one round.
We had a game plan to come out and always establish the jab, but I'm proud of him tonight. Like I said, we got a crazy team.
Right.
A crazy team that believe in, we all believe in each other.
It's not that difficult. At the time of Moten's birth in 2006, Mayweather was winning bouts against Zabjuga and Carlos Balamamir. Before Moten turned 1, Mayweather had already defeated Oscar de la Hoya, and by the time he turned 2, he had defeated Hatton Ricky. Following Mayweather's victory against Shane Mosley, Morton's father, a professional barber, exposed his young son to old bout tapes and the art of Mayweather's fighting for the first time. Moten was added, "I'm on the right track because my dad helps me remain on course. Without him, it would be harder, but I know what I want to do, and I don't want to disappoint anyone. I also know that I need to concentrate since my goal is to win a world championship someday." Leonard Ellerby, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions and a major influence on Mayweather and Davis's careers, recently stated that he and Mayweather are excited for Moten to become one of the few teenagers to ever win a world championship title, joining the ranks of Wilfred Bonnets.
In any talks with Tank's team?
They reached out, but we told them to come back with an offer. And as far as that, we ain't heard nothing since then. Me and him fighting each other, we'll seal the deal on the kings of that division, the kings of this era, the kings of everything. So, like I've been saying it for years. The moment is gonna come, and when it happens, I'll be ready.
Why does Shakur Stevenson beat Gervonta Davis?
Because that I'm a better skilled boxer. I master the art of hitting and not getting hit, and he will be the person that will have to change up his style. He can't go out there and box and lose rounds. He will have to change up his style and just become full blast aggressor to try to have a chance.
Known for his biased opinions on boxing, LB boldly declared that he had already taken action to set up a fight between the accomplished American and Lee Wood, the current featherweight champion. LB claimed that you don't need to fight for a title like Floyd did, saying that when he sparred with these guys, he was saying, "Moten's the real deal." Moulton has faced off against players like Davis, Stevenson, Shaker, Richardson, Hitchens, Kenneth Sims, and the powerhouse of Cuba, according to Robbie Z. Ramirez, Moulton. When I first sparred Tanks, I was 15 or 16. What followed a phone call from one of Davis's team. He added we went to the gym real late at night too. It was fun, and I was ready for the only thing he had me on.
My apologies. If I get in the ring, he's stealing your shine. Then, if I don't show up, I'm hating on him.
Right.
Well, we ain't talking about stealing shine. We ain't talking about hate. I'm proud of him. This was the first one. We got many more to go.
Congrats. Let's go. Floyd cares about his time.
Otis, what are you doing?
He's turning his wrist up, son. You know, it's gonna be 20 more. Some bullshit. What you got doing? Who's this, the Black Mamba? Black Mamba, you know, one of the greatest, baby. Do it. Grand Rapids down, baby. Turn your wrist over, that's what I told him.
Was strength, but skill-wise and speed-wise. We were back and forth. I had a lot of fun in that spar and learned a lot. When Moulton was just 8, he stepped into the Mayweather Boxing Club in Vegas for the first time. There he witnessed Mayweather meticulously preparing for his 2015 bout with Manny Pacquiao, a fight that still holds the title of the richest in history. Moulton reflected in 2024.
See people online calling you Tank 2.0 sometimes. I don't know if that's just because you light-skinned and, you know, you with Floyd, but how do you feel about that when you hear that?
Yeah, I see the comparison, you know, when we light-skinned, whatever they say we fight alike. But, you know, I'm not Tank, I'm Carmel Moulton, and you're going to see a lot of me.
Yeah. How did you feel, like, you know, from, you know, your amateurs, this being the first one? We got my man Floyd in the back. How did you feel in there, you know, getting the first one off?
Yeah, it felt great. I'm ready for the pros. I'm ready to keep on moving in the ranks. And yeah, I'm loving this.
Yeah.
I was just studying him and watching how he did his camp. Not long after that, I started training at the gym and started sparring some of the kids they had in there. I whooped on word, got back to Floyd. I become cool with everyone around the gym. And then I started going to tournaments and bringing belts back to the gym. Legend has it that one day Mayweather spotted Moulton parading around with his championship belts. Intrigued, he invited him over to his car, handed him a hat. From that moment on, Mayweather became a generous sponsor, covering Moulton's tournament entry fees and flight expenses. But you know, I think that is probably one of the biggest goals, I would say, outside looking in for boxers, is to work with world champions. And you know, you get to work with one of the greatest of all time. So how has that experience for you been? And what is the biggest piece of advice that Floyd has given you for inside the ring and outside the ring? Yeah, the experience has been great, you know. I've got so much experience from Florida. When asked what made Moulton stand out to him, Mayweather replied, hunger. He wanted to be great. He's boxed so many different champions throughout the years. Even as an amateur, I just want the best for him. But so much talent. I feel like it just put me ahead of the game compared to the other fighters that are my age. You know, with the same level of experience and stuff. He just told me to always believe in myself, and just whatever I want to do, just completely focus on it. And I'll achieve it. You got to focus, put your mind to it, and you know, like you. I feel like it just put me ahead of the game compared to the other fighters that are my age. You know, with the same level of experience and stuff. He just told me to always believe in myself, and just whatever I want to do, just completely focus on it. And I'll achieve it. You got to focus, put your mind to it. And you know, like you, given his previous arguments with Davis as his success increased, Mayweather's investment in Moulton may be enormous. However, when questioned about Moulton on another occasion, he responded that if given the chance, he could be the next Floyd Mayweather. In the years after their first fight, Moulton became one of the sport's most exciting up-and-coming talents. By the time he went professional in September 2023, he had already racked up an outstanding record of 61 victories and 3 defeats. The intense focus and unrealized potential that have long been absent from the turbulent alliance that has defined Ryan Garcia and De La Hoya's relationship appear to be harnessed by the synergy between him and Mayweather. Mayweather's long-standing foe. My father relocated us to Vegas and took me to the gym because he always wanted me to be a boxer and understood that there wasn't a large boxing scene in Utah. When the referee stepped in, Moulton said, "I knew I was going to come out here and handle business. I've had pressure on me my whole life. I've always had that Mayweather name on my shoulders. When they call my name again, I'll be here and I'll put on another good performance ringside. Moten went on. I fell in love with it. He decided to make it happen and to build our lives around boxing. This is really all I know. Meanwhile, the boxing sensation Kermel Moten continued his winning streak with a dominant performance against Nikolai Bola in California at the age of 18. Floyd Mayweather Jr. enthusiastically cheered Moten on, and after the battle, he couldn't contain his pride in the way Moten performed, remembering how he had helped the young boxer at his famous gym. Man with Rat's first round knockout. How are you doing, bro? It's amazing. I like the pros. We had a game plan to come out and always establish the jab, but I'm proud of him tonight. Like I said, we got him a crazy team, a crazy